And tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Panthers and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They'll run on first down. Kendrick, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Kendrick. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Miller.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Kendrick. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 2nd down now, Kendrick. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's the Panthers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lynch. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Powers through him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Barnes. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a throw here to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down. I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
On 2nd down, Kendrick. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got some space here. Ooh, with a juke. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 44, Jackson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's complete. Touchdown! A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after is good. And the round is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 1. That caught by Tremble. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Barnes. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like that down to what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens add on. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On third down, it's Barnes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On second down now, it's Barnes. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, Kendrick. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 27. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Right back to him on first down. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff to Miller. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Carolina. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 4. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, Kendrick wiggles free, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
158 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I know we're there, wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now it's Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 33. The trouble is, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they dipped to 2-5 now.